What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 7th episode of the Morecambe FC career mode. We're going to jump pretty much straight into the action. Nothing to say here. We are having a match against Scunthorpe. Now, I'm going to take a look at the table here with you guys, and you can see just from there that they are currently 12th while we're 13th, and we are tied on points after 7 games. We both have 10 points, and it actually happens to be the fact that there's 4 teams currently on 10 points and 2 on 11 after 7 matches played, meaning that the table just below the playoff spots is very compact, very all together. Everything's close, and a run of form here could see us kind of just run away with it, kind of starting to secure the playoff spot promotion, which obviously would be incredible. But yeah, game against Scunthorpe, we really need to win this game in my opinion. I think, well, we need to win every game, but this one in particular against a team that's very close to us in the table. We need to start showing that we are good enough to beat these kind of teams, and we are good enough to fight for playoff positioning in League 2. As you can see there, I'm looking quite stern in the sidelines, quite nervous. But the game does start off here with Scunthorpe. In the 60th minute, I know, because in the first half nothing happened. It was a very, very boring first half. But Scunthorpe do go through here in the 60th minute, down the right wing, kind of cuts inside, but Roach luckily had an easy shot to save after the interception there. And that is unfortunately how the game ended. That was the only notable chance in this game. So, not the worst result in the world. We didn't necessarily lose, but also not the best. We didn't win, which was a bit of a shame. You see here the match ratings. Aaron Wilder kind of picked up man of the match for our team anyway, mainly because of he was just passing the ball a lot, and he could have missed a pass as per usual, but we couldn't create anything up front. But we do move on into the second game of this episode. And you'll see here that we actually did change into a 4-3-3 formation. Now, I did this because I thought that my midfield is being overrun. Kenyon and Wildick were having quite a tough time keeping up with, because most of the teams we play against play free in midfield. So I decided, let's try 4-3-3. Let's see how this goes on. We put Anderson in his natural right wing spot, put Slew on the left and Sean Miller in the middle, and we bring O'Sullivan to partner up with Wildick and Kenyon in midfield. Hopefully this will bring us a lot more success, and as you'll see by this game, it actually ends up working quite well against Walsall here. They are standing with a 4-4-2 setup, our old setup, which was a good test for the 4-3-3, because now we can really see the midfield domination that numbers bring, since we have 3 midfielders and they only have 2. However, the game does start off here. The first highlight comes in the 38th minute. You can see here Norman picks up the ball in the right back, passes it inside to Bates. Bates finds a nice little pass to Gunfrey. Gunfrey passes it to Gordon, and Gordon with a shot, but Roach is there, but then the rebound gets slotted in, and that is a very, very bad start. Just before half-time, kind of, and it's a rebound goal. Roach did parry it, but it was a hard shot to save in the first place, so I was proud of him for saving it, because, you know, this season he's not exactly been the greatest, but they do find a rebound. It does fall straight into the player running into the box there, so that was definitely very, very unfortunate. Here's another look at the replay. Just an easy finish. Obviously, it's a rebound and open net. Only Jordan Slew would ever possibly miss that. Anyway, we do come back down here with Sean Miller. Goes to the down the left. He crosses it in and he gets intercepted. Goes out for a corner. Now Kenyon obviously taking our left side of corners on his left foot. Whips it in. We see O'Sullivan kind of almost gets a touch, and Kenyon then tries to just run into the box. He gets tackled again for another corner. So, you know, we're keeping the pressure on in the 50th minute. But in the second half, we throw it in, and Menees is there, and what a bullet header that is. Straight from the corner. That's our first corner goal, I believe, in this season. And what an amazing header that was from Menees. No chance for the keeper. No chance for any keeper to save that. You could stick Manuel Neuer in the net, and he wouldn't save that. What a great header, right in the top corner. And Menees there with his 6'3" frame, finally being useful offensively for us. And what a fantastic, fantastic kind of comeback we're building here. After we do go down 1-0, but you can see that we never give up. And Menees there, Roland Menees, a new signing for the season, gets his first goal in the Morecambe shirt. We come back again with Phillips. Phillips spots Slew just onside here, and he just keeps running. Takes a really bad touch, almost gets brought down, but just kind of takes a shot, and it somehow goes in on his weak foot. I mean, it was a very weird shot there, but hits the post and goes in. No chance for the keeper again. Like I said, he almost got brought down to a penalty here, but he does really well. His first touch is a bit meh, but then he gets away from the defender and just kind of slots it across the keeper, and it was a really good finish from Jordan Slew. I was really surprised that he even finished. Here's another look at it. Just gets the angle just about right. Keeper probably should have done better in that situation, but will take the goal, obviously. And here's Jordan Slew. He's now become the top scorer in the league for us. He's overtaken Sean Miller. Harry Anderson then gets wide open in the right hand side and just keeps running, and no one's going to catch up to him. He runs, crosses it in, and who's there to finish it? It's Jordan Slew with the volley. Yet again gets another goal, making it 3-1 in this game. So the comeback is more than complete. And it is kind of pointing at people. He's probably pointing at me for slagging him off all the time. He's like, yeah, I'm proving you wrong there, coach. Great crossing from Harry Anderson. And it's an easy finish for Jordan Slew, you must say it, but he did finish it, which is the important thing here. And I think that's his fifth, maybe sixth goal, fifth goal of the season. So yeah, he's now by far our top, well, not by far, but he is our top scorer. And our most consistent scorer as well, because he scores in more matches. Obviously, Sean Miller has not scored since the hat-trick. We do pick up the ball again straight after kickoff, and Jordan Slew passes it inside to Kenyon. Kenyon here, just don't know why he's there. He's kind of just keeps bombing forward and he just keeps going. Cranston picks up the ball, crosses it in, and look who's there flying in with the header. It's Kenyon. And again, I mean, I don't know why he was there, but he was. Kind of decided just to dart forward from the CDM spot, and he gets the header in and he scores it. So that's a really, really good kind of comeback here. We go down 1-0, but we do make it 4-1 here with Kenyon, which was incredible to see. It's really nice to see us scoring a high amount of goals. We've not done this since the Sean Miller hat-trick game, obviously. I think this is only the second time we've scored 4 goals in the game, which obviously I was very pleased about, because it shows that we can indeed finish, and Kenyon's celebration there a bit suspect, but who cares. Anyway, whilst I'll do try and come back in the 85th minute here with Sinclair to McDonald, but gets intercepted, but he goes straight back to McDonald somehow. Kind of has a bit of a tough time getting past. Gumphrey picks it up and just shoots it wide, and that was the last chance of the game. As you can see there, first time shot, it doesn't quite get the right connection with the ball, and it does go wide, but we were in no danger of losing this game in the second half. Like, as soon as we went 2-1 up, that was the only chance the Walsall had, and we were just incredible in this game, really. We were really dominating it. And obviously the game does end 4-1 indeed. It was a really, really good performance from us, in the second half at least. In the first half we did create a few chances, but nothing too concrete. And obviously we conceded, but in the second half the boys came out, and this 4-3-3 system so far seems to be working quite well, which is obviously lovely to see, and I was quite happy with it. Here's the match ratings. Obviously no wonders that the man of the match will go to Jordan Slew. He was spectacular with 2 goals in this game. I don't think anyone had a doubt about that. Kenyon and Harry Anderson coming in with the other, Kenyon and Menees also contributed to the score sheet. Then we move on into the last game of this episode against Oldham Athletic. Quite a tough match here. I was, after winning 4-1, obviously your morale is quite high and you feel like you're in the clouds in terms of your confidence. So I was expecting yet another rout, but obviously we can't have it all, can we? We can't be winning 4-1 or 4-0 every single game. Again, Oldham Athletic do stand in the 4-4-2, which was interesting to see. We again stick to the 4-3-3 that we changed in the last game, and Wilding finds Jordan Slew, who's being really good in this new left wing position, cuts inside, keeps going here, finds Miller. Miller takes a shot and it just goes over the bar again. We've been having this problem quite a lot. When we shoot, it tends to go over the bar so many times, and although that was not placed very well, it was kind of in the middle of the goal, it still would be nice to see that ball go in. But unlucky from Sean Miller. We then see Oldham Athletic coming in down the right hand side, passes it inside to Adams. Adams takes a touch to Hamer, and Menees brings him down, and that's a very, very controversial penalty. I do apologise, that was Jordan Slew. Referee does point to the spot, and you'll see here by the replay, it's a very, very soft tackle here. Look at that. I mean, questions could be asked, is that even inside the box or not? But referee did point to the spot. There was no VAR on it, of course. And Oldham Athletic do get given a penalty here. Like I said, very, very soft, but it's very good work from the Oldham Athletic player. And you can see here, he does slot it right in the top corner, even though Roach dived the right way. Couldn't quite get his hand to it. But yeah, a soft challenge from Jordan Slew. But obviously, if you're a forward and you get even touched in the box, you are going to go down because you want to get that penalty, and that's exactly what they do. And it was finished beautifully there in the top corner. Kind of used the inside of his foot there, as you see here. And Roach was very, very close to getting that, but unfortunately we do go 1-0 down here. And you can see a nice little close-up of his face. We do come back, however, with Wildick. Wildick again gets past, and from the same spot as Sean Miller, yet again goes over the bar. And like I said, we're having this problem where we can't quite seem to keep our shots down, which is obviously very frustrating. And as you can see there, I'm just kind of frustrated here. I want us to score. I don't want to be losing another game. However, we do come back. Wildick, for some reason, picks up the ball in his own box. Passes to Menezes. Menezes to Phillips. Phillips finds space here to Johnson. Ben Johnson did start this game ahead of Cooney. Johnson does play to Anderson. And Anderson spots Jordan Slew making that run in the far post. Slew with the touch. And he does finish it almost off the post again. But again with his left foot. Does just roll it past the keeper, and that was really good to see. We do equalise the game in the 62nd minute with Jordan Slew yet again scoring. That's now his 6th goal of the season. He's running away with the top scorer for Morecambe. He really is, and he seems to be getting goals from anywhere, whether that's left wing or striker. As you can see, another calm and composed finish from Jordan Slew. So maybe I have been slagging him off too much, or maybe me slagging him off actually made him a better finisher. Who knows? But that is yet another goal for him this season. Nati then picks up the ball off the corner. Diagoraga gets in, who's brought in this game. Anderson picks it up on the left wing, passes it to Wildick. Wildick back to Anderson. Anderson here just tries to have a run at the defender. Beats him for pace, passes it to Phillips. Phillips back to Anderson. Anderson takes a nice touch, gets away from absolutely everyone. Has a great chance here, but it goes over the bar. We need to be keeping our shots down. This is just not good enough. That's way too good of a chance to be giving up. As you can see that I'm again frustrated and just kind of tired of seeing so many shots being blasted over the bar. We really need to focus on that. Seems to have become an issue recently. And here, Oldham Athletic almost score, but Roach thankfully got a knee to that ball. You'll see here in the replay, he kind of comes out, makes himself big enough to just kind of disturb the striker, and it's not a very good finish, and it hits the knee there. And that is how the game ended, unfortunately. We do pull away with yet another draw. Now, as you can see here, man of the match will probably end up, for me, it goes to Jordan Slew yet again. I think he can share it with Harry Anderson. I think they both played quite well in this game, which is good to see. It's good to see Anderson kind of finally settling in and putting in some better performances after we spent, quite a bit of money on him. It did take a toll on the finances of the club. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the episode. Only 3 games again. If you do want a double upload for the weekend, for Saturday or Sunday, please do make sure that this video hits 10 likes or above, and I will make sure to double upload tomorrow. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, because that really does help the channel out, and I'll see you guys for the next episode. Peace.